Hey guys, my name is Aphrodite. Welcome to Aphrodite Magic Tarot. I'm going to be doing some live readings. If you guys want to get a reading done, I'm going to be going live for a few minutes, or maybe a few hours maybe. And you can just type in your question on the live chat and we can just do them that way. Otherwise, I'm going to be just reading some cards and trying to receive some messages in order for it to get out to you guys. I've gone live the last 2 nights in a row to just try to get my feelers out there for starting the live show again. I haven't done live before. I used to do monthly videos, and I decided to try to get more interaction going from the crowd in order to see what kind of readings would be best for you guys. So if you want to type in your question to the live chat, I can provide you an answer. It can be about anything really. And I do have a special right now on my website, www.aphroditeMagicTarot.com. And I have a first customer special because my channel is still very small. So if you want to book a reading with me, you can put $25 into the PayPal account, AphroditeMagicTarot@gmail.com. And we can book a live reading for up to an hour. Later on, as the demand goes up, I will raise prices, but that's only going to happen until that happens. So I don't want to piss off any other tarot readers that charge more money for their readings, but I'm just new and I'm just trying to get a special for people to just find out about me. And I have a podcast that we work on every month called Buddha Kora Coven. It's on Spotify and it's on Anchor if you want to check it out there. We started a website, buddhacora.com. It's PURACORA.com. And there you can read about us, about what we can do for everybody. It's a group of 4 of us. We represent every element: water, fire, air, and earth. Each one of us does that. And we put out these videos about twice a week. I'm doing a Monday meditation special every Monday now. I've done one before and I just put up the second one. I sent it to the editor, T, and she's gonna put some music and make it sound great. So I hope you guys have the opportunity to enjoy that podcast where we talk about occult subjects, psychic powers, talk about the Ouija board, we talk about voodoo dolls, we talk about everything under the sun in that podcast that is occult. And hopefully we can get our listenership up and we can do this as our main job where, I could start doing live readings all day, and charging a good amount of money. But for now, I'm keeping my day job because it's just our passion project for now. I dyed my hair blue recently, not for any particular reason. I'm a big fan of Sita. She has blue hair, but she keeps it like a dark blue. This is more of like a teal color. I was going to dye it purple, but my partner wanted me to dye it blue instead, like a teal color. So I did that. My bosses are totally cool with it at work, at my main job. And I just kind of like the colors. I've also dyed it pink before, but I'm probably sure that I'm going to dye different colors before then. Before I start doing rainbow colors and it starts looking like Tekashi 6ix9ine's hair. That guy got in so much trouble. I still can't believe that he just got let out. But anyway, that being said, he's still very young and he can change his life. He shouldn't be ruined by jail. I don't believe in the jail system, personally. But what? Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. He's trying to make fun of himself a lot, Although he snitched on some big names, so he's been like exonerated from like the real rap world. He's now just a pop star in their eyes. Okay. Seems like one person's watching right now. I'm gonna wait and see if anybody has any questions before we get fully started here. Just cleansing the air with some herbs. Oh, I'm gonna see if I can go live too right now on Instagram. One second. One day I'll get a hang of Instagram Live. Anyway, if you guys are out there and you're watching, maybe you can put in a question in the chat and I could get started with you. Also, just kind of read the energy in the room if you guys can't talk right now. We'll see if I get started with that soon. Try to make sure everything's decent. Okay. Let's see if I can find out what kind of. Oh, hi, King John. Let's see if I can read some of these. I'll do some crystal reading real quick, see what is going on. I also do runes, and I can also. Hi, King John. If you want to type in a tarot question, you can type in a tarot question. I'm going to be pulling tarot cards, and we'll get started with the reading. We're doing donations on PayPal to aphroditematictarot@gmail.com. You can put in a suggested donation of $5 to $10 per tarot card pulled, and that's relatively inexpensive. A lot of readings can go up to $300 for a lot of readers that are very good, and the demand is high, so you can go ahead and do that. I'll be watching the inbox, seeing if you guys want a donation button there. Oh, thank you, King John. Okay, Bay Dre, is there a certain chakra my spirit guides want me to focus on? Let me see that. Hold on. I'm just gonna do a. Well, this one is blue. Let me see if I can pull another one. Okay. Certain chakra. Okay, well, I pulled out the garnet stone, right? This typically the garnet stone, that's like a red color. That typically means your root chakra. So a lot of root chakra, you can do a lot of work with that if you want to get into perhaps tapping into like your more primal nature. Maybe that needs a little fine tuning. Maybe you've been feeling like you haven't had the satisfaction you've wanted before. I pulled out this. It's like a fossil I have. It's kind of shiny, but to me, when I pull this one, it kind of reminds me of like the brain. And so I would say that this is probably your crown chakra too. The way you can adjust your crown chakra is you can reaffirm your connection to the divine. And then I had this blue stone from before. This is actually Amazonite. yeah, Amazonite, and it has little smoky quartz in there. But that one also represents your third chakra, and that's like your voice. And the way that you can tap into this chakra is by talking and speaking more. Okay. Yes, Jazzy J. If you want to do a donation, you can donate to PayPal. I'm going to be pulling cards regardless, so I can see what's going on. Beatrice, did that seem accurate? The crystal work is really good. You don't need a lot of crystal pieces to get started, but if you haven't worked with crystals before, I suggest you get small ones to start, and you charge each one with your intentions. You get all kinds of different colors. When I first started working with crystals, I literally like sat down and programmed each one and did research on every one. And okay, so I see Jazzy J. May I ask, will H commit to K? I don't think so. I pulled 3 cards here. Pulled out the King of Wands. I'm not sure if someone is a fire sign, but this is a male. Okay. And it seems like he's been fighting for position, and someone's going to be single. So, and he's not looking at her. I'll show you how it looks. Oh! The King card fell out. So the way that I was looking at it, let me show you what I see. So someone here is not looking at the other person, and so there's been a lot of fighting that's been going on, and he's looking away from this woman over here. So they've been fighting for position. Whoever the fire sign is, they're looking away from this person over here that's single. I'm not sure if that represents you or if you're the red king here, but if the person is fire sign, they're looking away from whoever's over here. Yeah, actually, Baydre, I have a podcast called Buddha Gora Coven, and we have Monday meditation specials. We're going to start doing those. And you can look there. It's also on Anchor, but you can go there and you can find some really great meditations. Pinky Lee, how are you? Pinky Lee, how are you? Okay, message redacted. Thank you, I'll check it out. Hi, I'm pulling cards that the suggested donation per card pulled is $5 to $10 per card. If I pull 9 cards, just do the math. You can send me however you want. If you want to send me $90, go ahead. Pinky Lee, is William a friend or foe? Let me refresh my PayPal here. Okay, so I'll put my PayPal link there. And that's where you can put the donation if you want. I'll keep going. I'm still expecting you guys to, I'm not expecting you guys to put anything. It's a suggested donation. Is William a friend or foe? I don't think he's a, Thank you. How much is a donation? It's $5 to $10 per card. So if I pull a card, you know, um, you can do the math and you can send me the amount of money. I'm not going to be checking it because I'm going to do the reading, but I'll do the reading and you can just put in however much money you want to donate. Okay, so I don't think it's afraid. I don't think he's a foe. I see that there's a lot of strength in the relationship you've had. Maybe there's been like a Leo sign or someone and they've kind of calmed down your anger about something. I do see that either there's been talk of a baby or there's been like a new birth out of a situation that seemed dire in the past. And it seems like there's a new cycle going on. Who's Pisces? Are you a Pisces? Or is William a Pisces? I don't see a Pisces here. Oh, he's a Pisces? What's going on with the Pisces in Pinky Will's life? I don't see any Pisces right now. I see that somebody is in a stuck situation, feeling like almost like someone betrayed them. I do see that perhaps there was like a Sagittarius person, or there's been some calming of the waters recently over something angry. And I see perhaps a Virgo or someone who hasn't been talking in the picture. It seems like someone was looking at other options while they had somebody. It seems like there was a justice in a situation that happened, and somebody wants to come in strong, a fire sign perhaps. And but this fire sign isn't going to get to the level of a king. It's always going to be like it's never going to be like a full committed relationship. It's going to just come in and come out, come in, come out, come in, come out. We're off and on. Yeah. Yeah. So that sucks. I mean, that's kind of how Sagittariuses are, though. To be honest, they need their space. They need their space, and a Leo doesn't want any space at all. Pisces can give or take with the space, honestly. Is he with someone else? Is Will with someone else? Is Will with somebody else? I think so. I think Will is with somebody else. They have a lot of memories about you in the situation. There's been like a lot of things that you guys have thought about. I see that there was a cup that was being extended to somebody, but this night, the Knight of Cups, he kind of he's kind of this is a knight that is very methodological. The horse, you see the white horse, that means that there's like a purity of love that's coming into a situation, but it's calculated. So to me, this represents the Pisces in your life. Yeah. And there were a lot of illusions in a situation. So one of the cups he brought to you was just one of the many cups that he's extended, and you're not really sure. I mean, this card also represents the Holy Grail, looking for the Holy Grail. And so he's offered you a bunch of cups of love. But moving forward, I see that someone's not going to be extending out any more help. They came in and they're gonna stay where they're at, and they feel bigger than the world. Like they feel like they're large and like they're in charge. Like they feel like a giant, you know. And after a period of time, the Pisces has decided to, take what they have and move forward in a situation. And I see some accomplishment with that. If there was pain in the situation, you're going to get over the pain. He was just with me the other day. Yeah, I kicked him to the curb again. Yeah, I do kind of feel like, you know, okay, let me just show you how it looks. Okay, here's the 3 cards I pulled. So there were memories, and you see in this cup, all the cups in here. There's there's 6 cups over here. And you see this knight, he has 1 more cup, right? And you see this is the 7 of cups. So from the memories of your past, he brought in a new one, and it turned into like an illusion situation. And then, okay, I'll show you what's going on here. And then this was the next set of cards. So you see here, there was some sort of situation where somebody wasn't sharing anymore. This is like the 4 of coins represents like being bored, and also just like not extending any, like just keeping it all because they think that they will have to keep it to themselves because it's theirs. Like I would say that this is sort of like it doesn't just talk about like money and greed. It talks about like also greediness and like holding back your feelings or stability, just not fully committing to someone else, fully committing to the self. And then I did not want his little bitchy cup. He was selfish. Yeah, this is the card of selfishness, okay? And so this person over here, you're gonna find someone that's gonna, either you found someone or someone's going to find a way to take you away from the situation. You're going to carry these swords because they're going to remind you of the reality of the past and the reality of the cutting words, because at this time over here, you guys couldn't progress with all these swords and all the fighting. And so you see 1 rod over here because 1 man is leading you to get over the swords. And you see this card over here. This card over here means the accomplishment of goals. So either there's going to be more people coming into your life, but I see some sort of accomplishment. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, like you have the 7, you have the 7 of cups over here after the 6 of cups and the Knight of cups. I just kind of feel like someone really missed out though, because when you get this over here, someone had the ability to provide and to extend out, but they just didn't, and it's kind of their loss. So I pulled 6 cards, 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30. You can donate 30, 60, whatever you want. Doesn't matter. I don't know. You guys decide if you want to submit a donation that way. Okay, we have a few more people in the chat. I'm also going live on Instagram, although I don't see anybody asking questions there. Hi, Dollface. I'm doing tarot readings. If you want me to pull a card, if you have a question for the tarot, I'm accepting donations at aphroditemagic@gmail.com if you go to PayPal. Hi, Felix. Yeah, he didn't want to make up his mind. He just brought you illusions, and then like the little wealth he had or the much wealth he had, he just didn't extend it to you, and you decided to like say, yeah, you just like moved on with that 1 card. I mean, you never really know when people fully mature. I don't know how old you guys are, but there's men that are 45 years old when they're 21. There's people that are 18 years old when they're 62. Like maturity doesn't have to do with your body. Maturity has to do with the sense of your self-confidence, and your ability to get through any obstacles, any obfuscations. Hi, Felix. Gorgeous necklace. Can't stop staring at it. Yeah, this eye over here. Yeah. Thank you. Is carrot reading supposed to be taken literal or is it metaphorically? A tarot reading? No, a tarot reading has to do with the feelings, emotions, and situations. And it is not supposed to be like reading biblical text. It's supposed to tell you specifically a question related to the person who's asking to the person. Like it can be about anything. And you know that the tarot reader's a good reader if they can get confirmations from the current that they're on the right path. It's like the psychic will be like, am I getting warm? And if like you're like, yeah, I'm getting warm, and then like you know that you're channeling the right person. The other day I helped someone out and I just, I didn't even ask their birth date or their time. I was just like, they just asked me and I was like, is this your situation? Is this your situation? Okay, this is going on. And then, that's how you do it. Reluctant Pisces here. Can I get a love reading, please? I have some trouble with my domestic situation. He could not offer me the 10 of Cups, but he still wants to roll in the hay. I never look to see if anybody's going to bring me a 10 of Cups situation. A 10 of Cups situation takes typically 2 people and a long life to accomplish. You want to have the 2 of Cups, because that means like a partnership that's going to last. You want to see the 10 of, you want to see the, wait, is it a 10 of Cups or the 10 of Coins? No, the 10 of Cups is a good one, but that one doesn't necessarily mean that like you're going to be rich or anything. It just means like a happy family life. Okay. Okay, thank you. Love the necklace too. Much love and healing spirits. Is long benching a good place for me to roll? Hi, Carrie. I'm okay. Hey, love, I'd like to ask him, am I having a safe pregnancy? I had my period, but it lasted 2 days, so I think I'm pregnant. Ashley, you were here the other day. Ashley, how old are you? I love the hair. Have you considered going full blue or maybe grayscale? Okay. All right. So, should I bet my life savings on my tarot reading? Why would you bet your life savings on a tarot reading? Are you an ex-gambler? Well, not a period, but some bleeding. Love the hair. I have considered going full blue or maybe grayscale. Ashley, if you are pregnant, you should be fine. I got some messages in the past about like it was maybe like 3 days ago, and it was something about a pregnancy. So if you do get pregnant, you should be fine. The only thing I would tell you, Ashley B, if you want to be pregnant, you have to make sure you're super duper healthy. And the way you get super healthy is by taking vitamins, making sure you have all the vitamins that you need. You have to make sure that you're exercising at least 5 times a week, that you're watching your diet. A psychic told me to bet my payslip on the roulette wheel, almost ruined me. I want to know, Jack, don't do that. Don't do that. Are my periods meant to be galactic? Okay, first of all, guys, gambling is very, very risky, and you have to be card sharp. Can I use a vegan vitamin substitutes? Yes, but the vegan vitamins are much more expensive, and you'll spend like $100 compared to the ones that are not vegan. Ooh, okay. This is for somebody out there. There's a new cycle that's going to be coming in for you guys. I don't know who needs to hear that, but there's going to be like a whole new cycle for somebody that needs to hear that right now. Okay, so I'm going to answer Milk Carton 01. Is Long Benton a good place for me to roll? I don't think so. I think where you're at is fine. Hey, love, I'd like to ask, am I having a safe pregnancy? Are you having a safe pregnancy, Ashley B? Uh, Ashley, I think you're like getting a little obsessive about the baby thing, though. You have to be careful. Maybe are you dating a Capricorn, or should you bet your life savings on a tarot reading? No, but you are moving away from that situation. Are my periods meant to be what? Meant to be galactic? Actually, my periods tend to go more with like the cycles of the moon and the waves of the ocean. I always get my period on the full moon. That's for me, lol. No, I'm not. Thanks, Gloria. Long Benton, stay away. Okay, so I have several things we can do. We can do these cards. We can do some oracle cards. I could read a few more crystals. Okay, Ashley, in that case, what it means is you're kind of obsessing about the baby, and like you need to know that you're not supposed to obsess about anything, because the more like you want it, the more it doesn't happen. And so it's kind of like a Chinese finger trap with a baby, because before you know it, like, you know, and a lot of people have like weird things related to like their ovaries and stuff. Like, I don't know if you've had like a bunch of pregnancies before, or had to, get an abortion or something. Those make like your period more complicated. um but what I suggest for you, if you're trying to get pregnant, make sure that you ask your guides to bring you a good baby spirit into your life. Should I buy the new car? I've had my beady eye on for the last year. Earlier today, I got a message about a Bentley. I don't know who that was for. I don't know who that was for. I don't know who drives a Bentley, but that would be a cool car to have. But, let me see if I can pull some more cards. Ashley B, you had a miscarriage last month. Ashley B, have you heard of the Ojo de Venado? The Ojo de Venado is this big seed. They have like jewelry for babies and stuff, but when you get pregnant or before trying to get pregnant, you can start gathering things that you would have for your baby. Like you can get like a baby blanket, and I got this from the lady called Marina Messenger, and she said you can get like a baby blanket, or make like a little baby pillow. Start trying to ask like Mother God to bring you a baby, right? And then you have to get healthy. You have to start going to the gym. Like, you really have to get healthy. But it depends. I had a friend who I gave her, she'd gotten burned. She'd like burned herself with like fire. She was just trying to grill outside, and the lighter fluid got on her and she like got inflamed. She'd never been pregnant before, and she had to go to the hospital for 2 weeks with burns. And I told her, hey Jean, after you have a trauma like that, your body sometimes will think it's dying and want to like seed out like a flower, because it thinks it's dying because of something like being in the hospital like 2 weeks from burns. Like, your body thinks it's going to die, so it's like, okay, we need to have a baby because we might die. So so like, you never know what's going to trigger your flower to seed out and get pregnant. So like, it, getting pregnant is it happens in a very mysterious way. Uh, Ashley B, have you have okay? How you never said how old you were, Ashley B, because like that's happened to me before, and it didn't necessarily mean I was pregnant. But if you are pregnant, just wait to see a positive test because that has like the hormone. What is it called? Human glondopidin something. But it has the hormones that like it'll check for the pregnancy hormones. Once you get up in age, the ratio of like fish to like lish, FSH and LSH, like it decreases or increases, and that either has to do with your ovarian reserve or with the hormones that like keep your eggs like healthy. It's complicated. Does your necklace enhance your spiritual energy? I might get one for the missus. This one here is supposed to shatter if someone sends you the evil eye. My mom got it. She brought it from Turkey. God, that's an amazing story. You have a captivating way with words. Thank you. I'm a Gemini, so I can use the air energy to convey difficult messages. I want to travel Teen Valley for a few months. I'd like crystals to guide me and make the decisions just to see what happens would be fun. What crystals do you need? Mark W., I'm going to tell you the truth about crystals. Your computer has a bunch of crystals in all the microprocessors because they can retain energy. Did you know that our computers are full of crystals? You can follow the computer. Oh God, I'm a Gemini too, explains a lot. What were his thoughts about another guy liking him? Who's someone official? I just woke up from my dream. I saw my late dad on it. I was with him. Yes, King John, in your dreams, you can connect to the dead. And because when you die, you go back to your dreams. That's what I heard from my guru. That's what Dolo de Parliament said. Is there any truth to the 13 star sign I heard of? Ophiuchus? Ophiuchus, there are so many constellations. The 12 has to do with like you know how like we're traveling across like space and time and like the sun is like going to some location. What do they call it? It starts with an A. It's like there's like a place that the sun is traveling and we're all like following the sun, like going to that location. I've heard crystals demonize the electrons in a computer. I'd be careful trusting them. There's nothing to be scared of. The way if that happens to your computer and they demonize it, then I would say that you have to whip them back in place and be like, who's in charge? You or me? And you just have to stand up to them. A lot of people don't know that they can harness all the energy of negativity that people send their way and make it like work towards them. Like you can do that. Like you can transfigure the energy by working with crystals. I just kicked my computer. I think it worked. I was crying, but my dad was just looking at me. Oh, I'm sorry you had a bad dream, King John. Have you ever been to India? No, I have never been to India. I've never traveled beyond the North American continent. I tend to do a lot of short trips, though. I mean, I've traveled a lot, like around, like America and in Mexico, and I've gone to Cuba. I've also gone to Belize, but I haven't really gone beyond that. I mean, I've been invited to an Indian wedding before. One of my best friends from grad school went to India, where his home was, and he sent us an invitation for his wedding. It was like a 7 week, no, it was like like a whole week or like almost 2 weeks of a wedding. I was like, what? Are you Native American? I'm part Native American. My grandfather was half Native American. So that makes me like an eighth Native American. What did you study at grad school? Anything supernatural? I studied genetics and fisheries, and I also studied architecture. The supernatural part, that kind of came out when I was 32. I had like a crazy spiritual awakening yes, I am Spanish. I'm American, but yes, I'm Spanish. But you can tell I'm Native American because like the shape of my face is more like a Native American, but my skin is really pale. Do you like steak bakes? I don't know what that is. I'm taken. I'm sorry, I'm taken. I have a crush on you. Impressive education. Would you pursue a career in fish? I did have a career in fish genetics. I just, the careers stuff I do now pays more, but I don't know. I just it's very competitive in the world of biology, and all the jobs, they don't tend to pay as much as architecture actually. So I stuck to architecture. I got into all this after a bunch of eclipses that happened when I was living in Seattle, and I moved back to Texas. Have you ever tried English fish and chips and mushy peas? No, I've never had mushy peas before. Will I be getting, hey Jada, will I be getting a love offer soon? Jada, I think there's already people that have been messaging you. You just blow them off. I see for somebody out there who's watching is competing over two women. There's a fire sign and there's a air sign that are competing for a position right now. Someone is dealing with two women that haunt their mind. But Jada, let me see. Jada, I think so. I think someone's coming your way. I see a King of Wands in your future. How about combining the two? Perhaps design underwater buildings? I mean, I have actually combined my job, but I don't want to tell you guys everything about what I do. There's this beautiful rendition of ancient chants. Virtual Wendy is a blessing. I get the King of Wands a lot in my reading. Yeah, you do, and that's probably because you're not giving it up, Jada. They want to come in, but what you need in your life is actually more like a King of Cups in your life. You need someone that's going to bring in all the emotions, or perhaps someone that's going to bring in the coins that you desire, because if they just want to give you the boom boom, like, I've never been to Africa, but I'm definitely taken. I guess underwater architects built the city of Atlantis. No, the city of Atlantis just went underground, and there's several locations that people have studied that might be like the actual location. I think there's a bunch of it wasn't built underwater. It just sunk. Yes, they are different than poker cards. The tarot cards, you have to do rituals on the cards in order to get the spirits in the cards, because each one of these cards has to get possessed by a spirit. And the poker cards, you know what? Maybe if trying to broaden my tarot knowledge, what are the perks of being a Pisces, and what kind of fish actually is it? Pisces are actually two fish. They're like the Gemini. They're very similar to a Gemini, but they do it in a water way instead of like in an air way. So my dad was a Pisces, and he was a dreamer. He would always dream about things, dream about ideas. And it was his passion that helped him to lead him in the right direction. Are they different from Pokemon cards? Yes, they're different from Pokemon cards. I think Pokemon cards are more expensive. I can pay half of your flight tickets. You can also donate to my PayPal at aphrodite@gmail.com. Are you sure you're taken? I never heard of that milk carton. How does Sam feel about me? Jalila Nighty. Jalila Niley. He feels like you almost give it all to him, and that he feels like you're satisfied. He feels like he gives you everything that you want. However, there's been some gossip because perhaps you've been wanting to get more out of him money wise, and that makes him feel suspicious. Jack. Cheers, Willy Wonka. Is there any other way I can donate? I think the Pura Cora has a cash app. I think it's like $sign Pura Cora. Oh shoot. There's somebody here that is feeling like perhaps in the past they gave like a gift to somebody, and someone just, stabbed them in the back even though that they came bearing gifts. I just have PayPal, but there's also $sign Puracora, Puracora. That's the Cash App if you want to Cash App that. Put you into submission, boy. How would Gordon say yes if I asked him out on a date? Milk carton. Would Gordon say yes if I asked him out on a date? I think so. You're coming in like the Queen of Cups, full of emotions. You have the Knight of Wands, so he's gonna want to come in for a passionate night with you. And you might get pregnant, milk carton, if you're a woman, and this might happen like overnight. Did you know that 1 in every million crabs has a golden claw? I don't know what that means. Like actually made of gold is 5 to 10. Oh. Milk carton, I guess maybe you're a man. I don't like, uh, I can't even think about that because I'm just like, I would never, I don't know how people do it that way. I know my butthole, oh, I'm not going to talk about that. Okay, there's 7 people in the chat. You guys have questions for the tarot? The tarot. We can talk about any kind of occult subjects too. We can talk about the Greek gods if you want. Is the King of Wands Kali? I think so. I don't know. You got the 9 of Cups though. Maybe he's not talking right now. What's coming for me next, please? Miss C. Oh, Greek gods, please. Hercules was a great movie. What will... Can we talk about Zeus? Can we do some crystals? I've heard it's good luck to find a golden crab claw. Better to find a concrete clementine. Okay. The Greek gods. Yes. So a lot of people don't know about the Greek gods, but they still exist. Just because people don't really like worship them everywhere doesn't mean that they disappeared like completely. I have like this card deck on Zeus. Let me read what it says on Zeus. Okay. Zeus, Jupiter, king of the gods, ruler of the heaven and the universe, dispenser of justice. They do, Jack. They exist in your imagination. If you have them in your heart, you can like go into your heart and you can talk to them. Say if, you know, like everyone is, did Disney's Hercules accurately portray the Greek gods? What is the extent of James Woods' unholy power? I don't know who James Woods is. You trying to get your cheeks chapped or raw? Clapped or raw? What? You trying to get your cheeks clapped or raw? I don't know what that means. Anyway, Zeus was the chief god of Mount Olympus, and both gods and humans looked to him for protection, justice, and aid in distress. Zeus had a great beard, a strong brow, and a muscular torso. At his side were the symbols of his rule, a mighty eagle and a stalk of thunderbolts, which he would send breaking down from the high heavens to smite those who angered him. For such a powerful god, Zeus did not always behave with the dignity we might expect. Although he was married to Hera, he frequently went off on his own and seduced other goddesses, nymphs, and maidens. He had many children, most out of wedlock. He was clearly not a perfect god, but the ruler of all also had a just side. It was to this side that anxious morals appealed. Once 2 weary travelers stopped for a rest in a small village. They were not dressed well, they looked poor. At every house they were turned away angrily. At least they stopped at the miserable hut. It belonged to a poor man named Philemon and his wife Baucis. The 2 old people didn't have much. But they opened the door graciously and offered all that they had to the two disheveled travelers. They had only vinegary wine to wash down the food they offered, but they made up for it with their wonderful hospitality. While they were serving their guests, they noticed something odd. No matter how many cups of wine were poured out, the level of their wine bowl stayed exactly the same and never went down. They started to wonder just who these guests were. At last, the two travelers stood up and revealed themselves in a blaze of light. They were Zeus and his messenger son Hermes. Zeus told the old couple to go outside. When they did, they saw that the entire village of inhospitable people had been washed away by a flood. I mean, this is like fiction, but I'm still reading it. They were Zeus and his messenger son Hermes. Zeus told the two people to go outside. When they did, they saw the entire village of inhospitable people had been washed away by a flood. They turned and saw that their old hovel had been transformed into a gleaming temple of white marble. And so Zeus would frequently turn himself into a different creature in order to have sex with some of them as his non-godly body. The old couple became the attendants of the new temple. It was said that they lived happily there for many years. When they died, Zeus transformed them into two trees, an oak and a linen. They remained united even after death. Long thereafter, travelers came and marveled at the two beautiful trees, reflecting on the might, the wrath, and the mercy of the greatest Greco-Roman gods. But what they say about Zeus is that he was all-knowing, wrathful, lustful, but also just. And he had a bunch of kids. He had Athena, he had Persephone, he had Apollo, Artemis, Eros, Aphrodite, Ares, Hephaestus, Hebe, Hercules, Argus, Minos, Perseus, Helen, Pollux, the Muses, Graces, and many others. His parents were Cronus and Rhea, and the symbols of him are the thunderbolt and the eagle. So there, we talked about, I just kind of read out of this, and this was from the Fandex Family Field Guides by Workman Publishing New York Group. And I really like these because I can just kind of reference what each one it was. I love it. I got that at the Athena Museum in Nashville. Is the game War of God therefore based on true events? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's just a video game. Would you rather fight a giant with a toothpick or a dwarf with a sword? Well, obviously a dwarf with a sword. Bro, but a giant with a toothpick? I guess you'd have to make the giant swallow the toothpick and then it would poke his gut or something. If you put in his food, bro. Thanks for the information. Is there a way to see which Greek god you connect to the most? I connect to the most with Aphrodite. That's just me. Is there a way to see which one you connect with most? It's the one where you've done stuff like they've done in their life. And so Aphrodite had a bunch of, situations and lovers, and she was always going off and tapping into her animalistic spirits, but she was also considered a war goddess by the Spartans. And so there's a side to me where I'm we gotta make this happen. And then I just tap into that energy, but the energy of Aphrodite is supposed to be the energy of Venus. And a lot of people say that's the kind of energy you need in order to become a billionaire if you want. I think I identify with Zeus as he has massive muscles like me. Okay. Well, obviously you don't have any confidence issue, Jack. Yeah, me too. So, you guys want me to read any runes? This one, the runes are based on the Norse gods, but according to Walter Mercado, one of like the best known, I guess, astrologers' personalities, he said that the runes never lie. And I have to say that, the runes are really good. Is it true all Greeks were gay? In that culture, they were not all gay. They didn't really see it like a big deal. Runes, yeah, okay. Okay, let's see what I pull. I'm just gonna pull a few of them and see what's going on. Okay. Okay. You want a general look reading? Okay. Well, do you want to donate to the PayPal? Okay. I'm still waiting to see those donations on the PayPal. I haven't seen any yet. I've been going live now for like an hour, so hopefully you guys can put some money there and I can pull for you. And also, if you don't mind hitting a like or a subscribe, should start with an OnlyFans. I'm not going to do OnlyFans. I don't have any. My boyfriend would just get so mad and he would just get so mad if I did that. I don't know if I would do OnlyFans. Because then I would have to get like a photographer to take pictures of me. And like, I know I'm pretty, but like, I have a lot more to offer than my looks, It would be a big deal. Does your boyfriend? No. Use your boyfriend. I volunteer. Would you take them yourself? No. My boyfriend is really hot though. He should start his OnlyFans on his own. This is for somebody out there. Somebody out there is concerned about their beauty. They've been wearing a lot of corsets, a lot of body waist shapers, and this is making them look sexy. Someone out there looks hot. Wow, I see that the OnlyFans. Is your boyfriend as sexy as Zeus? What's my boyfriend's Instagram? His friends have said he's so attractive that he looks like, and it was really funny when he said that he looked like, what was the lover that Aphrodite had that she was like the most obsessed with? It was, who was it? Who was it? Who was it? It was started with Adonis. Yes, Adonis. Yeah, so a lot of people said my boyfriend looks like Adonis. And when they said that, I was like already Aphrodite Magic Tarot, and I was like, oh, they called you Adonis. Because he's so attractive. If I showed my PMF, y'all would be drooling. Is something wrong? I lock like why do I not get a boyfriend? Because you're focusing on negativity. You need to focus on like having a positive attitude and doing your best. Is your boyfriend Dick Bovril? If not, get rid of him. I don't know what Bovril is. Is he as sexy as Alan Barnes? I don't know who that is. Cursey expectations. Keep them high. Don't settle for less. Who's Chrissy? I agree 100%, Daniel. I've been comparing to Hades myself. I'm as dark and mysterious and dead. Oh, yeah? Hey, Swamp Bruja, do you want me to pull a card for you? Ooh, Page of Coins. Someone's out here is about to leave a donation. You guys, put some love into that PayPal account, please. Don't I need plastic surgery? Chrissy, I've had plastic surgery. Plastic surgery is not the issue. That's not the issue. You get the plastic surgery if it makes you feel more confident. If you feel like there's like just one tiny thing you need to fix it. But don't live your life trying to get surgery after surgery after surgery. If you don't need it, don't do it. Why can't I face the painful truth? It's been 7 years. I need to face it to move on. Yes, it takes sometimes, they call it the 7-year war. Why do men stay in denial? Are you talking about someone like they're, well, you know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Have faith in yourself, Chrissy. We believe in you. Yeah. 7 years, dog. I got plastic surgery to remove my antlers. Worst decision ever I made. I can't face off another deer anymore. Wow. Have you guys ever heard of the myth of the what's the name of that one? It's called like there's like a myth about like an antler dude that lives in the forest. It's crazy. Dude, find another chick. Should only trip over a bitch for a week at the most. It's true, bra, lol. You sound beta as fuck. How do you type with cloppers, Jack? Hello. My friend has severe, horrific facial problems, medicinal. Otherwise, if he can get a partner, anyone can. Jackalope? I don't know. Was it Pan? I don't know. No, it wasn't Pan. All right, I'm going to see if I can. I'm still waiting to see if you guys are going to donate to PayPal. I did pull a few runes though. So if I can see the PayPal donation, I'll get to the reading. What? My twin sister, why she have it so hard to find love? She always make herself look pretty. What's your favorite sandwich? I don't eat bread. Runes. Okay. I'm waiting for that donation. I'm going to trust you guys are going to be putting it out there. Okay, the first one we got is horse. The first one we got is horse, which is also called Awaz. No, this is Awaz. So this one right here represents horse. Friendship, loyalty, trust, devotion, marriage, promotion, and increase. Next we get Inguz. That means hearth. That means hearth. This one means hearth. The timing for this one is between middle May to the middle of May, and it represents fertility, construction, shelter, yield, good investments, a hidden relationship, pleasures, and luxury. The next one we get is Raido. It's an R. It looks like an R. And this one means ride. This one means ride. This one means the timing is between August and September. It represents enthusiasm, undertaking, movement, travel, removal, help, coordination, regression, separation for those who blame errors and decisions on others. And the next is B. This B over here. This is called Berkana. And it represents birch. And this means femininity, fertility, project, growth, joy, pleasures, nutrition, pregnancy, and children. That's a pretty good reading right there. I think if anything, it means that someone's going to find out that like their feelings were serious. Some people wanted to blame other people why their relationship wasn't working. And at the end of it, it's just going to come down to, did you persevere during the hard times? And if you did persevere, you're going to find that you're going to be more fertile and you're going to be able to get the satisfaction to have the children, to have the pregnancy. I guarantee I have more complete set of runes than you do or ever will. You're a beta medium. I don't know what that means, Jack, but you can also leave if you're going to be a jerk. The runes were told by me to, like, they called me to start doing the runes, okay? So the Norse runes are a little bit different. I read Norse runes once before and ended up face down in a black puddle with an old man beating me with a wicker fan. That's not good. And I'm definitely... Oh, okay, good, Jack, because I was gonna say, I was like, don't diss me. I'm doing this live over here. Is nutritional paste a substitute alternative to solid nutrients? No, you can just take vitamins. The chewable ones are the best. Okay, good. I see there's a Four of Cups here, and this Four of Cups is different than other Four of Cups. What this represents is a woman that is still feeling emotionally, like emotionally let down, but she's covered with her wealth and she's making it work for her. And, you know, she just wears glasses because then she can't share her tears. You have one main and four sides. Why are people doing that? You don't have to have more than one relationship unless there's like some extreme situation physiologically like separating you. You really shouldn't do it. Algiz and halagaz. I think those are words in Algiz and halagaz. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good if you get those over and over again. Algiz and halagaz. And isn't it Anus, not Algiz? wisdom, eloquence, inspiration, study, poetry, creativity, friendship, useful counsel, prelude, beware of debts and temptations. Yeah, I sense that. Whoever, Daniel, perhaps maybe in the past you made a few investments that weren't like a good idea, but it seems like you might be getting out of it. Physiological coma, Schnitzel proof. Who's Schnitzel? I don't even know. Why is that? Who's that? Begins where it's at. You get a lot more energy. Macedonian. Let's get some positive energy back in this chat. I know, but nothing is greater than runes. Well, Mark, well, like what they say is that the runes won't lie to you, okay? And the tarot cards, a lot of people feel like, some people get confused sometimes, but it just depends on the work, I have PTSD from a girl. She messed you up bad, and even though I've changed, I can't pretend I wasn't a bitch my whole life. You're stronger in your workouts and you can do more supersets. Guys, I need to see if you guys will ask me questions about the tarot and about the runes. We're starting to get a little distracted in the chat. Your granddad was killed by rogue runes. You know what they say, that every person is born with 4 runes that protect them in their life. And so like in your palm, have you guys ever gotten your palm read by somebody? On your palm, you'll find the 4 runes in your palms to find out which are the energies that protect you. So we all have 4. Okay, so the spirits are saying right now that back then and during that time, people would just try to satisfy their bodily needs however they could. And so there would be like a lot of people that palm readings take a whole life to really get into. I have a book on palm reading, and I'm starting to learn that one. But I almost did have kind of a knack for it when I was young. In order to do a palm reading, like you literally have to look at the palm, and you can Xerox your palm and send it to somebody, but it's never going to be like actually having the palm there. Your palm will also tell you about your past lives too. I think one hand is like the past and one is like your life now. I heard that Odin was the first rune reader and actually popularized it. Is there another way to channel Odin? Honestly, guys, you can channel any spirit if your guides are okay with you channeling them. How do people without hands get their palms read? They don't. Hello, how are you? I may ask. I'm doing great. I'm doing tarot reading for donations, $5 to $10 per card. Have you done any public readings in person before the virus? Yes, I've given a lot of readings before. I used to have a whole channel on doing them monthly, but I decided I was going to just do live because then I could interact more with the audience and get more subscribers and more likes that way. And then maybe eventually I'll start doing the monthlies again. But it just takes a lot of work to do 12 signs, you know. And I'll do it, but I still have a whole other life that I need to, you know, to work on. And so I'm trying to do this until I can do it full time, you know. Okay, good. You should use your architecture skills to build the world's biggest room. That would be rad. Is there any merit to breakfast readings? Breakfast readings? I've never heard of a breakfast reading before, but there's a lot of people that do readings during the day. The people that do readings during the day and like not on weekends, they make a lot of money because there's a lot of people like doing their desk job, and they'll like start paying money to do them during their work and stuff. And so the next step is doing personal readings, like that. So have any of you guys dropped in a donation yet? Page of Cups, not yet. Come on, guys. Go shower some love on my PayPal. I think yesterday I went live like 3 hours, and that was a good time. That was a really good time. I'm willing to go the full 3 hours if you guys are going to donate, but I don't want to do free readings, you know, because the other tarot readers will get mad at me. So I have a bottomless bank account. I'm a very wealthy bloke. Yes, Jack, send some money to my PayPal. I mean, I think it's good if people say that, you know, those are the kind of affirmations you have to say, and you almost have to fake it till you make it, until you make it big. So if he's lying and saying something, it's not really bad. I mean, fake it till you make it, right? Clear some of the negative energy in here. Yesterday we had a whole bunch more women. Doing free reading, will you get more people in the chat? How much money do you want? Send me however much you want. You can send me $90 if you want. You can send me $40. You can send me $200. Doesn't matter. Typically it's $5 to $10 per card pulled. I'll read them, and I'll just start reading the tarot, and I'll just wait for you guys to put in the donation, and I'll start reading for your situation. You can't expect to do money when you're barely. I've been doing tarot for a long time, actually, and I'm not expecting anyone. They're suggested donations, and I'm not gonna lie, doing the tarot readings is very draining. I was so exhausted yesterday, the day before, and I had to sleep extra just to, you know, try to get my energy back because I was channeling. I've been doing tarot a long time. I literally have zero. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. I'm 27 living with my dad. Well, maybe your luck will turn around, but it seems like you've had a lot of challenges in your life because of your sexuality. I earned most of my money in disproving the validity of tarot readings. Are you still accepting my money? Jack, if you're going to be a troll, I don't appreciate it, but you can still send me money. And honestly, the tarot readings will reveal the situation that's in the dark. It's not going to, I'm not trying to, you know, tell you something that's not true. If I don't feel it, I don't feel it. But the tarot cards that I have, ooh, someone out there feels like this right now. They're feeling like they were crying every day. And I think I'm channeling Daniel right now. Okay, Jack, go ahead. Ooh, that's Sarah Milk Carton of you. Send her 2,000. Don't be a bee. Channel me. I see a new cycle happening for you, Daniel. Channel me. Well, ask a question and I can answer the question for the current. You earn the most of your money in disproving the validity of tarot readings. Well, guys, I don't just use the tarot. Proof, Macedonian. Earlier they'd said something about that. So yeah, no. I mean, guys, women are supposed to receive, we're supposed to receive all the gifts and all the blessings. And honestly, it's not like I was engaged at one point and I had like a $10,000 engagement ring. I still gave it back because I wasn't in love with him. So it's not about the material, it's about the feeling. Like if you're gonna do something, you do it because you want to do it, not because you have to.
Start the journey towards clear and vibrant colors. Take the colorblind test today.
Too bad I haven't given any to them for 7 years. Women. Too bad I haven't given any to them. Representing. Yeah, there you go, Daniel. So the tarot cards themselves, like there's a whole process to becoming a tarot card reader, and there's a lot of people that would just pick up a tarot card deck and like they're just not ready, and that a tarot card reader can read the tarot when they tell you that they've seen all the visions of the tarot cards in their real life, and they've gone through the process of getting to know what each card means, and they've seen the visions of the cards. That's something that happened to me. And the tarot will take you through a journey before you become like a really good tarot card reader. It'll take you for a journey in your own life where you'll feel all the cards and what they mean to you. Oh, you have to charge them. Representing shielding. You have to charge the cards. You have to charge the cards under the moon, but you yourself, you almost have to. I'm not saying that you get possessed by the tarot cards, but the tarot cards come to you and they become your friend, and the tarot cards, for me, when I don't listen to the tarot cards, that's what ends up happening. Like you have to listen to the message. are they tapped in there like a genie in Aladdin? You know what? That was crazy. But like one time I woke up and it really freaked me out. And I saw Aladdin, like it was like a transparent Aladdin, like sitting like above my boyfriend's pillow. And I was like, what was that? You know, that was weird. I didn't know where that came from. No, the cards. No, they're not trapped in the cards. The cards, they're an extension of yourself. So when you receive the tarot cards, they kind of they come into you, and like you have the tarot cards like in you, you know. And then the cards will start moving because your energy will kind of like move the cards, and like that's what do they call it? I think they call it like psychokinetic energy that you have in like your field, and it'll like move the cards. Were you with your boyfriend before you saw the spirits? And if so, it was hard to transition into a new way of life. The when I saw them when I was with my ex fiance, that I had like the $10,000 engagement ring that was so fancy that I picked out that I wanted, and he got me the one I wanted. But I ended up falling out of love with him in the process of us like planning to get married. I didn't trust him, and I just didn't feel like he was the one for me, you know, and I might have been the one for him, like he hasn't quite moved on. But I've had to move on because he didn't come and get me, you know, like he didn't run after me. Because I was living in Seattle, and I moved back to Texas because I just couldn't stand like the weather, and I was getting really depressed. Like if he really wanted me, he would have like ran after me and gotten me back, but he didn't do that. He just, you know, I think the genie from Aladdin is a metaphor to negative energy being bottled up, and once rubbed, it releases. It's released and sings. That's possibly true. I don't know why there's a schnitzel. Jack waves $100 bills around. Come on, Jack, you can send $100.
The journey towards clear Ooh. And vibrant.
I hate when girls do that. Daniel, or maybe it's the throat chakra because he's blue when they play games. Metal Jesus lives in Seattle, and the throat chakra is one of the hardest to open. Lazio Campid, Koi Koi, wives. Hey, can I be added? How many fish live in Texas to the nearest 100? I don't know what that means, Daniel. I have a book on fish, but it's in the garage. I'd have to count the number, but there is a lot of fish in Texas. Yes, you can put your question. You can put a donation at the PayPal link that I sent. I'm still waiting for someone to drop in some money so I can start reading. But I also have a service right now for first-time clients. A consultation is $25 for your first tarot reading when booked on my website. Will I get in trouble for the situation that happened Saturday morning? Will you get in trouble for the situation that happened on Saturday morning? Okay, seems like perhaps you're already with somebody right now. Perhaps you're already with somebody right now, Cheyenne Duncan. It appears that you confessed a bunch of emotions that you had to somebody that um, hasn't been talking to you right now. They haven't been extending anything, and perhaps he said some stuff that shouldn't have been said at the time, and it led to some sort of situation, Cheyenne. Somebody wanted to come in strong, but they just had a desire. Pregnant woman said I hit her. I think she just wants money. A pregnant woman said you hit her. Like a car? What's gonna happen? Yeah, I do see that. Will your next girl be a throat? You hit her with your hands? Did you? If you didn't, then she's just crazy. Um, no, she said I did. Oh, well, don't worry about it, if you didn't do it. It seems like it was something related to some sort of competition. There's a lot of fighting going on. The main deal is that somebody wants to come in strong, but they're not. Someone's in a relationship. Oh, thanks. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Daniel. That was nice. $6.34. That's sweet. Thank you. See, it doesn't matter how much, but no staff have to talk to me. And I want to know if I'm getting in trouble because they say it looked like you did. Okay, this one jumped out. No, but staff want to talk to me and want to know if I'm getting in trouble because they say it looks like you did. I can donate tomorrow. Is there some sort of let me see what the spirits say. Hold on. Let me see what the spirits say. I have to consult with them. Well, it seems like there's a lot of crime that happened. Cheyenne, you're in a shelter. You're in a shelter. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, you don't have to. I mean, I'm sorry. They want to ban you. That's not good. Just tell them you're going to behave. And I'll ask God to help you. Yeah, they said that you were behaving. It seems like maybe something to do with like maybe this girl just wants to bother you so that they can get some gas money or something. Yeah, just tell them like yeah, don't overreact. Yeah, so she wants you to be banned, but no, like there's no reason, you know. They're trying to she's just trying to bother you and she's been like running in and out of the place already. Like she's already been there and like they've been kind of drifting um and it seems like there's just been a lot of do you have some sort of gift, Cheyenne? Are you a singer or a soloist? Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it because it does seem like she was just trying to test you. I mean, she herself has been in and out, but okay. I think you have more than just visions. You have a talent that is marketable on its own, and you don't. I think maybe you can something about like maybe you can sing, or maybe your one of your children's can sing, but there's some sort of talent that you can do. There is someone around you. I don't know if you know a Dominic, someone. It seems like perhaps you have like a family member, like maybe an aunt that wants to help you. Um, Also, it seems like perhaps there's somebody that can help you that's either a salesman, um, someone's going to help you out of your situation. Just wait and see. It wasn't, you know, that your name Cheyenne, that came out, it was months ago. I'd heard about Cheyenne, and yeah, it had to do with children. They, I think they said something about a salesman. Maybe have you talked to Habitat for Humanity? They do stuff like that all the time. Um, they'll make you your whole entire house for you if you need to. Someone sold me a pair of hoof bolts which can only float over puddles of custard. Have I been conned? I think so, Jack. BRB, the crystals are leaking out of my keep. Never mind, I sealed it with pinnacle wax. Yes, Cheyenne, you can do it. You can get out of that situation. Have you been watching The Law of Attraction by Abraham Hicks? Shan, when I pulled the tarot cards, I think it was yesterday I pulled them for you, and I saw some cards that made like I didn't want to say anything, but there was like some cards that did kind of say that. It was but I didn't want to say anything because I don't want to assume about people, but you got a lovely card afterwards. I need to go back to that reading. Yeah. So this is a card. This was one of the first cards I'd gotten for you, Cheyenne. And like I didn't want to say anything. That was yesterday. But it has to do with healing. You can use your phone to watch them, but basically like I'd gotten this one the other day and it was just like someone loves you and they're just not talking to you right now about it. But it seems like you might have like an aunt or someone that can help you in your family that you're not aware of yet. I don't know what pinnacle wax is, but let me see if I can pull some more cards for Cheyenne. Cheyenne, I do see that there's going to be some sort of change that you do. Maybe you go through your own, maybe you start like taking care of yourself. You start doing the chores. It says halfway is convenience, all the way is commitment. So there's something here about some sort of talent or skill that you have, and perhaps like in the past you were feeling like I guess maybe like there's just been too much drama and stuff in your life that it's kind of distracted you from things that you can do. Yeah, you should always love yourself without makeup. So it kind of feels right now, Cheyenne, like right now you kind of feel like you have a lot of burdens right now. You have stress, you have pressure, deadlines, and it's just like too much right now. And that's been the part is like you have to get back to doing some work on yourself. Yeah, see, we got the same card yesterday for you, and it had to do more with like coming back to where you want to be, like knowing that you have to make choices in life, but ultimately like you have to find a life that's comfortable for you and your family. And so I'm sorry that you've been put in that situation. But what they're saying is, Cheyenne, to start meditating, start working out your spirit, because it seems like the things that have happened, it had to do with like maybe some I don't want to say bad karma because I don't want to believe in karma, but it had to do with like something that was outside of you, and it just like kind of came and it came to fruition and it hit hard and it wasn't good. And it says in this card here, it's not knowing your purpose, it's living your purpose. And so a lot of people say you have to live to this kind of standard, but you make your own standards. Yeah, and it's almost feeling like you don't want to realize, is the stuff that's happened to you really happened, and like you have to wake up to the fact that yeah, you have to start putting in the work. Like it's hard with the kids and having to live like that. I'm so sorry. I don't have tattoos, and I don't think tattoos have spiritual power. But that's just me. But I do see, Cheyenne, for you that there will be someone coming to help you in the situation. Before you know it, you're going to be meeting somebody that's quite perfect for you. Let the soulmate grow without you. So it seems like there has been someone in your life that you really care, and they really care about you, but right now they haven't talked to you in a while. I see that there's been a lot of changes in your life that has made you move a lot of boxes, a lot of goals you've wanted, and it's just too much when you have kids and you have to the day to day, the moving out. I think he'll come back. Like he'll come back. I mean, he knows that you need him. Well, maybe you don't need him, but He's gonna wake up to it. Let me see for Cheyenne if he's coming back. Okay, Cheyenne, it seems like here, like, you know that you have your own power. Like, there's a power within you. You said that you have visions. Well, I do see you as a high priestess. You do have abilities and skills that are somewhat related to the occult and the divine. It seems like this is your situation right now, Cheyenne. You're in a situation where you and your ex-boyfriend, or you and your kids, have been going shelter to shelter. But it seems like your ex-boyfriend might be coming to save the day, hopefully soon. I'm gonna ask that he shows up like a king of cups into your life in order to give you the emotional support that you need, because he does love you. I mean, he's coming up like the king of cups. Like, that's kind of a big deal, Cheyenne. So just perhaps like tone down your expectations, and like try to tone down your anger, and before you see him, just, try to deal with all the gunk, like start watching some meditation videos, relaxing, and you're in a shelter. Oh, so are you trying to protect yourself from your boyfriend hurting you? Because if he's hurting you, like, that's not good. Okay, cards, how can we help Cheyenne Duncan? What is the best advice to give her? Oh no, your kid's dad. Okay. Well, the King of Cups was a water sign, so okay. Cheyenne, does this mean anything to you right now? The Hierophant card, because it does seem like it was somebody that you were married to. Let me just lay out some cards and see what they say. Don't worry about the donation for this one. We'll just do another reading another time. For whenever you want to do. I'll just do this one for you. No, your ex is a Capricorn. You're a Libra. So maybe that's what they're talking about. Well, do you know any water signs that might be interested in you? Because there's going to be somebody that comes in like a king of cups, and it does kind of outline some sort of marriage or something. The universe keeps separating you two, like keeps separating you and separating you and separating you. There was somebody that was going to come in. No, your baby father was an abuser. I don't know if I don't know what his situation is, why he did that, but it might be somebody else. And once I got electrocuted by my pet eel Grass, absolutely neck that I did. I forgave him, but had to squeeze him a bit as punishment. He said I loved our son more than him, so he abused me and my son. That's not good, Cheyenne. That's not good. Okay, what advice can we give Cheyenne? I didn't know I was praying with our daughter at the time. It had been 3 years. I left him. Well, Cheyenne, does he know that you're in a shelter right now? Runes. Yeah, I'm gonna do some runes for Cheyenne. And has he changed? Has he sought like anger management? I don't want to put you. But he don't do for a kid since you don't want him. Well, like that's the thing is like, how do you know that he's not going to abuse you again? Like he has to have taken some sort of anger management class or seen a psychologist or, like, but he don't do for a kid since you don't want him. I don't want him. He didn't change. I was with him for 10 years before you left. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I do see that there was a lot of hurt that happened. And, well, it is suggesting that you could use the craft here for something. You can ask Kate to help you to conquer your goals. Have you ever called to her? She works very fast. Yeah, I don't want to. You haunts your dreams and not your nightmares. The ghost of Crystal Kev. As is he Macedonian? Earlier today, I got a message about that. Yeah, there's a lot of this energy going on right now. I got one locked in a room. The crystal maze. My friends needed me to sacrifice a crystal to release me. I felt guilty to this day. But don't you have a lot of crystals, milk carton, in your chest? I mean, I thought that's what would happen. I really would like the Capricorn. It seems like there was a pretty bad breakup, though, that happened with the Capricorn. Is the Capricorn coming back? I think maybe you feel like you're in the situation right now with the Capricorn. There was a lot of gossip that happened. A lot of cutting words. There was some sort of justice that took place. Tell me more about this Emperor card, guys. What does the Emperor card have to do with Cheyenne Duncan's life? A lot of competition. There's like, I guess maybe a fire sign that was in your life. There's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of sadness. And right now there's a fire sign that wasn't talking to you for a while. Oh, shoot. It seems like perhaps maybe there was some sort of disappointment with, but it does seem like you will be having some luck that's coming in later, Cheyenne, after a period of rest. Yes, I'm on Instagram, but it's not on Aphrodite Magic Tarot. It's Buddha Kora on Instagram. Yeah, Shan, I'm so sorry about that. There was like some sort of decision that you're gonna have to make in the future. About a justice type situation related to a heartbreak. You're gonna have to do a judgment because somebody's gonna want to come in to your life. someone that keeps getting separated that you used to be in love with, and they're just telling you to wait and see until this fire sign comes into your life. I would focus on this Ace of Pentacles for now. Try to meditate on that card, Cheyenne, because I think ultimately getting the funds you need for you and your children is going to be like the utmost important thing that you need to do, so you can get yourself in a place. Yeah, I don't like getting that card. It's not nice, and I hope that your situation improves. Thank you. That was fun. Yeah, just remember that there's no rules to life. You live your own life, you know. I think I gave some advice yesterday. It was about writing down like all your hurts and all the positivity things. Like try to reaffirm the positive things in your life. Oh. Yeah, and maybe it is time to get a little makeover. Yeah, the same cards came out again. Just remember to meditate. And they're saying that learning, like that you learn from experiences, not mistakes. Your dreams have been filled with cheese lately, the smelly kind. Should I be worried? No. Having a dream about cheese. Why are you guys thinking about food right now? You guys thinking about food. What's on the shelf up there? Can you see? I have a bunch of study materials. I have a comic book. Like a laptop bag and a binder. Put these away. Okay, so I'm gonna do something fun for y'all. And yesterday I was saying I was gonna do the Lenormand deck, but the Lenormand deck is an actual fortune telling deck. Have you guys ever heard of it? I also have a real appetite. Shoot, who's not hungry? Okay, let's see what the rune said. I had pulled these earlier and I haven't read them yet. 6 canoes. This is Kaunas. This represents the torch. It represents skill, truth, illumination, clarification, purification, forgiveness, solution to a problem, peril, troubles and misunderstandings overcome, and justice assured. This is a great one to get. Okay, let's see what this next one said. It says Manaz. The next one is Manaz. The next one, Manaz. This one represents mediation, influence, idealism, autonomy, a suffered but certain legal victory, possible betrayal, and love. And then the next one I pulled was Burkana. That means birch, femininity, fertility, project growth, pleasures, nutrition, pregnancy, and children. It does seem like things are going to get better, though. So it's almost like at the end of the day, it all has to do with the kids and what the kids need. So maybe you just need to ask him for child support, and to provide you with the child support. Okay, Deborah M. What do my spirit guides want to say to me? I'm going to pull the Lenormand deck. What is my... Hold on. Babe. Sorry about that. My boyfriend was talking to his uncle, and it was getting kind of loud, so I closed the door. All right, so what do your spirit guides want to tell you? The birds bring a message full of cheer. If this card falls distant, not all is clear. Whatever the outcome, remain without fear. Woes will be brief when the birds disappear. And so if you're like an astro traveler and you see birds, like that's supposed to mean like, not that they're bad, but like, you're astro traveling and you're not really supposed to be doing that. So, oh, he was on the phone. Okay, so this is the next card coming out. Skith. The skith could spare. Danger stalks too. Of strangers beware, they can harm you. If nearby cards hold favorable view, with swift action you'll overcome too. Next one we got is Cavalier. This is a fortune-telling deck. Who's that for? This was for the spirit guy, for Deborah. Cavalier. Heed well, good news from the Cavalier. Impassioned views promise good cheer. Sadness that hides, veiled in the day, once disguised, soon flies away. The next one we got is heart. The heart is a symbol of fulfillment and joy. Romance is in full bloom for you to enjoy. Serenity rests deep in thy heart. Loving yourself is where it should start. Does your boyfriend's uncle have an OnlyFans? No, but I think he is gay though. Thanks, Daniel, for the card. So, yeah, I think his uncle's gay. So, it's not really a big deal. But it could be anybody else. I'm not sure. I was just assuming he was talking to his uncle. Okay, here's a symbol of a dog. Man's best friend, faithful and true. His soul he'll lend and trust to you. A pat on the head delights the old boy and rewards you greater with loyalty and joy. Someone out there needs the message that maybe you should get a dog. And I got this message too from a different kind of reading. Yes. Oh yeah, Deborah did have a doggy. Where do I buy these cards? I bought these from my local witchcraft store. And I'm about to start selling some tarot cards myself too. But this Lenormand deck, you can just get it from the internet. These are fortune telling cards. They're different. But we got the card of mice. So somebody, and I got this message too from the app I was using that I use to channel sometimes. The robber mice takes your treasure. Inside the house, they steal with pleasure. Hope's not forgone when this card is near. Once the mice are gone, you will regain what is dear. We don't have witchcraft stores where I live because we live on fucking planet Earth. You don't have a witchcraft store where you live? Well, you can always go to Amazon. Yes, I do readings. Okay, here's another message. This has to do with the stars. Perhaps somebody out there needs to check their astrological chart. There should be like a day where everything will get better. Do you do readings? Yes, I'm doing readings right now. We're doing donations to PayPal, paypal.me/ it's $5 to $10 per suggested donation. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks, Daniel, for the donation. Hail Ken, praise be unto him. Jack, you can order the cards from Amazon. This is called the Lenormand deck of fortune telling cards. Something here about the moon, okay? The slumbering moon, when it rests near, means that great honors are bound to appear. Intuition and perception soar in the night. Emotions wax and wane in the moon's light. How do I get there? Don't see it. You don't see it? Okay. Let me check. There you go. If you hit the link, if you follow the link, paypal.me/Aphrodite Magic Tarot, you can leave a donation there. And I'll start pulling cards and I'll look into your situation. These are mini readings. I do have a special on my website at AphroditeMagicTarot.com where you can book a reading for $25 and we can do up to an hour reading. That's for first time customers. After the first time, then it goes back to like 100, 125. But that's for like a whole session, and that's getting more specific. And I also can do some luck spells, some money spells for you. I can also do love spells. I can do all kinds of spells to try to help you. Of course, at my own discretion. I'm not going to, hurt anybody. Some people have asked me to do that, but I typically don't like to do that. I don't like to hurt anybody. My little puppy's just sleeping here next to me. She's so cute. It's almost 9. I've been live for 2 hours now. So just wait and see. Okay. I'll split the cards and see what we get. I see a gentleman here coming in for somebody. The principal card shows a man tried and true, held in high regard. He tells fortunes for you, and upon your behest, if the cards read well, the worst and the best the cards will foretell. Deborah, should you retire from your job right now? Deborah, I see two cards here. There's a gentleman and a lady here. The principal card shows a man tried and true, held in high regard. He tells fortunes for you. Upon your behest, if the cards read well, the worst and best the cards will foretell. This charming woman with flowers in hands, as with the gentleman, her cards will command. The fortunes revealed whence the cards have been placed, and veil the fate that destiny is traced. Okay, I see you're in a crossroad right now. There's something that's going on for you right now. It's a diamond card. It's saying a road in the open reveals the best way. Choose wisely your path to avoid any dismay. Follow your dreams with faith and precision. All will be clear once you've made your decision. So it feels like this one decision is the only thing holding you back. Flowers. Happiness renew from the flower scent. The outlook for you means encouragement. Days will be filled with pleasures come true. Fate so willed will be best to you. I mean, it does seem like the way I'm reading the card, there's like a young man. Maybe you have someone that's young. Maybe you have a son. And then you have an older gentleman here. And this is you. This is bringing you like good luck because you have support. And it seems like you're at the crossroad. And I mean, honestly, like you have a lot of people that do look over you anyway. Well, it says right now that there's like a few. Okay, so usually the mice, I got this afterwards. It means that there's like a few things that you have to do. Like there's like a lot of like the mice represent like there's like a few fees and things. Like go through your bank account and look at the things that you can cut out of your bank account that are expenses right now, and start cutting your expenses, because when you retire, like you don't want to blow through all your money. So you'll need to start like cutting out through your expenses, the things that you don't want to that you don't want to spend. Maybe you have some bonds, or there's something that you have some savings. I have been by myself a long time, taking care of two grandchildren. It appears like you're going to get a letter soon. This surprise letter from a place remote brings good news from a friend who wrote, if the words portend a stormy night, sadness soon will much intensify. Okay. So it does seem like there's like a lot of small expenses going on right now. Okay, so right now you also got the cross, okay? So what this means is a cross weaves pain, historically sad. A distance too close means tidings are bad. Sufferings increases when the cross is near, but burdens can lift if you persevere. So then you also have the anchor. The anchor is a sign of a stable event, basked in sunshine, secure and content. With the anchor some distance away from you, hope will fade and leave life askew. I try and take care of everyone. Okay. So Deborah, right now, before, like, you do have some support from people. but at the same time, you got to start like cutting out expenses because there's a lot of expenses, and there's a lot of things you're gonna have to consider. Like if you have property, that's good. If you don't have property, um, there's a lot of people that do all sorts of things. But it does seem like if you do lose your if you do quit your job, like it's gonna be a big deal for your job. Like your job will go through a tower moment, not you. And it seems like if you leave your job, like your workplace like actually really needs you, and if you leave right now, it's not going to be a good thing for everybody. There's some people at your work that are like they're basically like mice, like they're just not doing all the work. And I see you here as the fox. The fox is sly, a friend is too. Someone may try to deceive you. With willy glances and renard snaps, evade deception and old traps. When fish swim clear, when fish swim near in an ocean vast, prospects are clear for fortune amassed. If fish swim away, hopes are battered, cheer turns to dismay, and dreams are shattered. So they're basically trying to say, like, okay, so this is like an older gentleman too on the card. And so it seems like your employer hasn't told you how much they need you, but if you leave your job, they're going to suffer really bad right now, and I wouldn't be communicating to them that you're leaving anytime soon. But like start making a budget. Like have you ever gone to a financial planner, because they can help you plan, and maybe you're like 1 or 2 years away from like having a better retirement, because if you retire too early, like they kind of dock you. But if you wait until like, I don't know, you're older, like you're 72, like you might not like enjoy it all the way. But then there's also people that tend to live for like 100 years. So it's really hard to try to plan your retirement, because it's like, I don't know, have you been saving since you were 25 and you have like a million in your bank account? Like it's really hard. And you also have to think about it, because if you want like if you want full-time care for someone that's older, it's about $8,000 a month for someone that's in hospice care, for example, or someone who's like needing nurse support all day. It is very crazy, but the minute you stop working, um, like your mind tends to go, and I don't always recommend it for everybody to retire. Like some people will literally work forever. My grandma was like working until she couldn't stop. It was like, because she was like a proprietary owner of her own business, so she was always there, and she never quit. She just kept going and going and going, because she was like, what, that's like the thing that keeps me alive. And so, like, if you don't enjoy your job, like that's not good. Maybe you just need to take a break and stuff. Yeah. Well, the thing, Deborah, is like you just have to make sure that you have like a good nest egg, and like there's a lot of expenses, like I don't know, like a Pandora account, like a like a Netflix account, like a $20 membership here, like a $30 donation there, like you do every month. And before you retire, you have to make sure like to look at all those, because those will like eventually add up, and you could have, like you're just gonna have to make sure like you're well, and you don't have too many leeches like on your bank account. Because like you can be like insurance poor. But it does say, Deborah, that there's something about a book. Maybe you should start like journaling. Maybe you should start reading or writing, you know. Yeah, so that like that's the thing you have to understand. Like maybe wait until like, because if you wait longer before you retire, you get more money back too. So like it just ends up working for you. So I got this other card here that says, The unopened book leaves stories concealed. When pages are read, the truth is revealed. The book guards tales of inner emotion. Blessed are the words of deep devotion. I'm not sure if her husband is still alive. Yeah, let me know. I don't know if you're still in touch with your husband or maybe like a lover from the past, but it seems like this card is trying to tell you to go back through like your old journals and your old writing and try to connect back to the things that helped you feel alive when you were like growing up. Because it'll point to a crossroad. Let me see. They want to say something. They're beeping me on the radar. Okay, guys. Do you guys have any messages for the listeners? Yeah, thank you so much, Deborah. I thought about journaling for years, but I put it off about my life so I can help other women, children that are alone. Yes, maybe that's what you should do. Maybe you should do like a chicken soup for the soul. Maybe you could be like a contributor there and you can like talk about your journey and how you made it through the ups and downs, like there's something about that. Okay, I just pulled another card. There's the clover card. What this says is flowers surrounded in clover leaf mean happiness surmounted over grief. Bits of luck and fortune await. You have the potential to make life great. So yeah, maybe you have some talents and some things you've learned along the way that you just need to jot down so that you can help other women and your family. And yeah, I suggest maybe like reaching out to Chicken Soup for the Soul, and or one of those kind of books or some sort of way to record what you can do. Committee presidentship. Maybe I wonder what that means. Maybe you're part of a committee. I don't know. That's for somebody. Blair up and down. I don't know what that means. Blair up and down. Let me see what the Ocean Tarot wants to say. Oceanic Tarot. Anyway. Okay. I see a card here for you guys for security, the Four of Pentacles. You guys are looking heavily at your own personal security. I know Deborah was. But there is some sort of conflict with gratitude that I see for you. So basically, like if you decide to quit your job, what you'll feel though is that you'll feel like you're doing a lot and you might not have like feel the gratitude from your son or from your family because they almost expect it at this point. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Yeah, hit the subscribe button. I'm just gonna be doing more lives. I mean, because it's just kind of fun. I like to interact with you guys. It's really fun. It's different than just like recording and posting it because you'll still get comments on there, but it just I don't know how to get the algorithms to help me to boost the channel, but if I just go live over time, people will know who I am. Yes, Daisy, I'm doing donations on PayPal. Aphrodite Magic Tarot at gmail.com. We're doing a $5 to $10 donation recommended. You can feel free to put it in there. If you can't, no worries. When will your next life rating base be so I can get others to follow you? I'm probably going to start doing it on weekends, like start doing it more regular on weekends, and possibly just going live in the evenings, like as I can. But I also see if you do go ahead, like you're still going to have the endurance to do it no matter what you do. Yeah, probably I don't know if I could do it in the evenings, but I love doing it like on the weekends. It's great. Oh my gosh. What does that mean? What will my love life be like in September? I'm a single Pringle. All right, Daisy, let's see what's going on for you. Okay. What does intromit mean? Okay. Okay, Daisy. So I pulled a few cards for you. What will your love life be like in September? It feels like there might have been somebody that extended a small cup of love for you. The dolphin here is, to me, reminding me that it might be somebody that likes to, maybe they experiment with drugs. Maybe they tend to be sedated. There was some sort of justice that occurred in a situation. You made a decision about somebody, or someone's going to make a decision. It's going to come after some gossip comes in. However, in the situation, you do have the potential of something beautiful happening in a relationship, because I do see the Seven of Pentacles, which represents like the potential for something to happen. But if you make the wrong move this month, it could go bad. So just make sure that, whatever you do, don't do it with don't be too hurting. Like there could be a lot of good that happens in your life, but you're gonna have to, if you confront about something, like just don't be a jerk about it, because like I do see the potential for you to be happy and for you to be good, but that depends if you can control like the things that you say, because that could mean that like a relationship would be over. Are you in a relationship right now? Okay. Is there somebody that has reached out and given you a cup of love recently? You're single. Well, it does seem like there is somebody that's going to elicit your imagination. Someone might come in and offer you a small offer of love. Not at all. It could happen though. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but if it does happen, try not to. What does forfeit mean? Well, the guys are trying to say that like there might be somebody that comes in, but they kind of deal with some drugs and they don't necessarily want you to go in that direction. So if um just be cautious with that. It does seem like you're gonna bring in some manifestation in order to get this couple love. I see a lot of swords, so this also has to do with like how you talk to yourself. Like it has to do with like you having to swim with the sharks, you having to deal with a lot of things that have been really cutting in the past, and I see a lot of swords here. Um, in the past, you've had a lot of drama with a lot of passion. It does seem like an opportunity will happen for you as far as like your economy. Perhaps there'll be somebody that comes in that can offer you to go on a that can offer you to go like on a journey together. Yeah, I think Deborah, they're trying to say something to you relating to your mortgage. Do you have a mortgage right now? They're also saying like if you do, intermediary. I do see that there is a potential. There is a potential for a prosperity to happen for you, but I don't know about love right now. I just kind of see like you're at a crosswords. I don't actually see really any love other than you trying to manifest love. I don't really see I see luck, I see prosperity. Um but when it did come to passion, it just seems like you're going to kind of give a lot, and if you do, it's going to be more like a sexual relationship. So just try to watch out with that. Daisy, are you still there? I don't know who's still there. Okay, I'm not seeing any comments right now. I'll try again. Maybe Daisy. What is going on with Daisy? What's going on with Daisy for the love? the month reading. Yeah, I really just see kind of like abundance. You're kind of working on yourself professionally. You're working on mastering your craft. You're you're on a totally new cycle. You're motivated to almost be like to just defend where you're at because this abundance is in your destiny. Final destiny. Can you see what to do tomorrow? How long will my day be? Can you see what to do tomorrow? How will your day be? See what to, I don't know, maybe you'll pick up the mail. um, check your email. You might be spending some time with a partner. It seems there's a lot of growth in a situation. You might have a good day with your partner. Final destiny. Yeah, you're feeling pretty good. You're feeling pretty secure, especially with the Four of Pentacles there, meaning security. Although you're after a while of hanging out with your partner. Oh, you mean you don't have a partner? You have your work? Are you married to your job? I was gonna say if you do have a partner, it's you're a little bored in that relationship. Yeah, it's gonna be a little boring. If you're married to your job, like at this point, you're just gonna be a little bored. But they're trying to say that like you being bored at work isn't good. It's not a good thing if you're bored at work. If you're bored at work, you need to it's hindering you from your growth. But of course you have that loyalty to that coin at work, huh? No, but you love your job. You love making money. It does seem like there is some competition among your coworkers for that security, but you have the endurance to kind of kick their asses at it because you love your job. Maybe you're the president of your are you the president of your job? I'm not sure. Shortness of breath. Be shortness of breath. You work maybe in the service industry. Uh, you have a cushiony job. Soft padding. Uncompassionate. Kind of indifferent. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they said. But they kind your employees kind of feel like you're uncompassionate though. They want you to reflect on that though. Yes, you have a mortgage. Okay. So they're trying to tell you no, not to. They're trying to keep you from doing that right now, Deborah. I'd gotten a message about that. That they didn't. They wanted you to. They don't want you to quit right now. But they were saying something about like a church. I don't know. Maybe they want you to start going to church again. I personally don't go to church, but I've made my whole craft my house. Yeah, they said achievement. I've liberated myself from having to go to church. I was like, I just don't want to go. I don't want to go. Oh, after 30 years, you finally got your home after the kids were grown 2 years ago. Oh, Deborah, that's amazing. But they're saying to think about your mortgage if you're gonna uh, cushioned, uncompassionate pelvis. Final Destiny. I think one of your employees. I think perhaps there's one of them that complains about their chair. If you can help somebody get a new chair, get them a new chair. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah, they were saying to think about your mortgage if they don't want you to do that right now. Like they don't want you to quit right now to think about your mortgage. Yeah, well, you know, my daughter hasn't been feeling well in the past week, so I try to help her out at her house as much as I can. I'm off tomorrow. That's so sweet of you. Telegraph plant. Telegraph plant. Those are for me. Deborah, are you in your 40s? Someone's in their 40s. Oh, uncompassionate pelvis. Yeah, that's what they wanted to say, Final Destiny. That if you're not growing, you're not helping anybody. Because, like, there's something like maybe what you should do is you should try to, when you get bored, if you're a boss, try to plan some fun things for your employees. Like start throwing paper balls at each other. Like I know it's not productive, but sometimes, you need a little fun in the workplace. Like you can't just like work, 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 grind, 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 grind. Like that's not why we live, like I know it's good, like maybe you have some amazing Saturn placements, but it does give you a lot of anxiety. And I'm helping you to realize this, that you have a lot of security in your position. Um and like it's almost like you've already abandoned like your pursuit of growth, and that's what you need to work on. And they're trying to say too that you need to reach out and just show your employees gratitude, like start planning, maybe perhaps like plan an event for them, you know um, and it'll bring a lot of reward if you start doing things like that for them, because it'll feel more like you have a partnership with your employees, when you start like doing some activities for them when you get bored, just start planning things like that, and just change it up. You're saying if you do that, you're gonna find your success again, because it'll not only inspire you, but it'll inspire your employees to do better. Yeah, you're just saying some gossip, you know. I don't know if this is you, but there's possibly like a woman in your life that is very abundant. Maybe this is your boss lady, but someone very abundant in your life, um, brings you a lot of happiness. Maybe you should like also like consider maybe going on a date or something if you haven't. Ooh, there's temptation in the air though. Compassionate pelvis. Hi, Miss Shanti. I'm doing tarot readings for donations. Aphrodite Magic Tarot at gmail.com. You don't particularly like this lady, but she's very abundant. Yeah, it does seem like there's some sort of conflict that's going on in regards to your happiness. Oh, somebody's trying to move forward right now. And I'm gonna start getting off in like 7 minutes. I have 7 minutes left. I'm gonna get off after 3 hours. I'm not particularly like this. Bonded to what? What do you mean bonded? Bonded to what? Bonded. I don't know what you're talking about, Final Destiny. Bonded to what? I do see a travel card here though. Shogi Unsei. What does that mean? Some sort of game? A strategy game? You say that this boss lady is bonded. See what they say about that. They're saying something about like Yeah, it has to do with some sort of conflict about something that it was like a transformation, but it was almost like a death happened, and like, it just led to a whole new transformation. Some sort of proposal that happened. Recovery after a proposal that happened that caused a lot of anxiety to somebody. A lot of restrictions were placed after that. But it was in somebody's destiny for this to happen. There's a lot of hope still on the situation. And ultimately, you're going to have to use your intuition to get to the solution that you need. Like, you need to trust your inner gut feelings. You need to meditate. I don't appreciate comments like that, no name. Yeah, hey, at least that woman is kind, right? Did that help at all, Final Destiny? You know, the cards, you have to interpret them the way that that you receive the message, you know? Yeah. I'm only gonna be here another 3 minutes. Strong, you're doing great. You're very patient. Aw. Unsay sea god. Who is a sea god? Hey Aphrodite, what are Randy's current feelings for me? Okay. I'll do a reading for you. I'm doing $5 to $10 suggested donations. No name, that's very rude. Yeah. Okay, let me see, Liberty Lynn. You got the information there if you want to donate. What are Randy's feelings? Randy wants to reunite with you, Liberty Lynn. He wants the Three of Cups for you. Yeah, no name. I was engaged to a guy who used to go by the name Nameless because he was like, I'm a nameless person. I was like, fine, be nameless. Okay, cool. Well, he's nameless now. I haven't talked to him in years. If he wanted me back, he really should have come back for me, but he didn't. Thanks, Liberty. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I mean, I understand he was trying to be funny, but you can also just call me beautiful, and you don't have to use words like that because, um, like, are like they're not jugs, like they're like I don't know. It's kind of funny, but also inappropriate. I see that there's like two spirit guides right now that are kind of laughing. They think it's funny. This live chat makes me happy like a walk on the red carpet. Well, thank you. I see that now. She's kind-hearted and I love that she communicates. In Los Angeles, the city of angels. I'm not in LA though, I'm in Texas. I see there's a third spirit guide over here. No, there's 4 spirit guides here trying to communicate. Well, I'm a Gemini, so I'm not gonna like Geminis like will tell you the truth, you know. I'm also taken, guys. I'm living with somebody right now. Oh, thank you, Liberty. Let me check. Let me check real quick. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the $10 donation. That was sweet. Okay. Well, I got your reading here. And so I do see that there is a reunion that's going to happen for you, Liberty Lynn. Let me see. What are Randy's feelings for you? He wants to get back with you. Whenever there's an opportunity, if there's an opportunity that's going to come, it's going to come towards you. And you're going to have to be quiet about it. You're going to have to like keep your mouth shut about it and make him feel like he has to be the one that's going to have to come after you. There was some conflict that happened after some sort of proposal that happened, or the potential for a proposal. Let me see what else I can see. I do see that he wants to get back with you. He wants to get married to you. He still does. He feels like it's if when he gets the opportunity, he's going to reach out to you because it's in your destiny. I do feel like there were some words that were very cutting, but you've shown that you're resilient and that you can like cut to the point, like you can cut to the point of where things have to be, and like you held yourself in defense. And so but you're gonna see after some time, keep your lips, like don't say too much, like let him come to you and be in the feminine energy of receiving. And after this conflict, there will be a regeneration that happens. Like the whole world card, it either means like it's going to be like a whole new cycle for you. After this proposal, you'll see that there is a victory that's going to happen after this proposal. And I do see that there will be the potential for security in your relationship. Yeah. Okay. So, Liberty Lynn, I know right now you're feeling some heartache over the situation because you're in this energy of being a Queen of Swords. So, like this, you have to heal from this, because this right here, like at this point in time, you're feeling the conflict of it, but you're gonna have to heal. You're gonna have to like let things go, and things will happen the way they needed to happen. So right now you feel a heartbreak, but just, like the Queen of Swords, like think about the Queen of Swords, okay? It's representing like air energy. It's representing like cutting words and fast communication. And it all has to do with like more using the mind more than the heart. And so in order for things to work, you're gonna have to heal your mind and heal your heart. But in this reading, I see that you guys are gonna get back together. And that if should you choose to go back with him, it'll be a good thing. Oh, you're welcome, Deborah. Liberty Lynn, did I help answer your question? I see good things for you. Um, it seems like something about like somebody has properties. You're welcome. I'm gonna sign out soon. I just hope that Liberty Lynn got everything she needed, and I'm gonna go live as much as I can now. Yeah, Liberty Lynn, just make sure that you just you try to like center yourself, heal, and don't say any more cutting words, and you know just just don't add any more conflict to the situation. Just kind of try to heal, and things will go back to the way they need to happen. I don't know about when, but I know that there's a potentials there for it to be a long-term security for you. Properties home cured. Because like sometimes like you talk too much and like the cup gets overfilled in the partnership, and the only way to come back like this is like when they start talking again. Home cured undrawn Arianthus. Home cured? Are you talking about home cured cigars? Okay. Yeah, you're welcome, Liberty. Thanks for the $10. Appreciate it. Arianthus. Arianthus. Campus grass? I wonder what that means. Yes, my daughter's name is Katie and her iron is very low. I'm so worried about her baby 7 months old. This month her name is Ellie. I just want her to feel better again. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Iron. I mean, she's gonna have to start taking some vitamins. Yeah, I love Mopacho. 62. Pinot. Uselessly. Having no beneficial use, ineffective. Young hippie 62, and I love my crystals. 62, you still have a long while that you can do some really cool stuff, and just try to keep your spirit young. Try to shine bright like the diamond that you are. And I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Thanks so much. Uh, Shoot 'em up. I was about to sign out, but if you want to do a donation to PayPal, I'll stay and answer your question. I'll stay a little bit longer if you want a reading. Oh, thank you. Shoot 'em up. Yeah, there's a message here for one of you guys out there. Fight for your destiny. That's what they're trying to say. Whatever you really want, you have to fight for it. So don't be afraid to fight for it. 901's destiny, which means it's a time to wait and see because your destiny is just around the corner. Like, you know, womanly qualities, womanhood. Redentism. A policy advocating the restoration of a country territory formerly belonging to it. A policy advocating the return of Italy to all Italian-speaking subjects to their countries. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Final Destiny. I've already subscribed to you. Don't be so greedy. I'm not greedy. And I am compassionate. I get that with a boss, especially one that it gives you a hard time all the time and you haven't done anything wrong. Sometimes they just pick at you. I had a boss like that for sure. Very down to earth. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Liberty. I see somebody wrote a comment. Thank you. Something about Pinterest. Someone loves Pinterest. If I get rich, I'll take you a few laps in my limousine. Aw, Final Destiny, that's nice. One time I was hanging out with some of my guy friends and one of them had like a side job of like he owned like a limo and it was me and my two girlfriends and like a group of guys that were my friends. They came and they grabbed us and they put us in the limo and we ran around for like 20 minutes and then they put us back. They dropped us back off and I was like, oh, they stole us. Yeah, you can pay for another question. If I could that was kind of fun. Someone is into pastry. Oh yeah, I had a pastry today. It was so bad because I was doing the keto diet and like I did it for like a good longer than a month, and then I just had like a week of cheating my diet after I lost like 10 pounds. It was like I was doing the Fitbit, I was like exercising, I was like no carbs, in like a month, poof, 10 pounds just like that. It was great. It was great. If everybody found out about this kind of Fitbit stuff, I think everyone would be so much more happier and healthier because the app will like tell you, hey, move around. And, you know, when you have a sedentary job, you just stay there. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I have to get up early tomorrow. So if you guys have any last questions, let me know. Appreciate y'all. Seems like there's some competition for this intuition. Somebody's in limbo right now. The motivation, the vision, the happiness. Okay. Okay, Liberty, what's your question? Oh, thank you. I got another $10. Thank you. Okay, what's your question? I pulled some cards not really knowing what it was, but how does Randy think you feel about him? Oh man, okay. So Randy right now feels like there's a lot of competition for your attention because you're a beautiful woman. Um, he feels like there's plenty of people that want you. Oh, okay. Let me do paypal.me/. There, if you go to that link, if you type in paypal.me/Aphrodite Magic Tarot, that's the PayPal. Yeah, so I feel like right now he feels like you have a lot of competition. Like he really wants to be with you. Like he really does want to be with you. He feels like you have some really good intuition about yourself, and he feels like you're always in his head. Like you're constantly on his mind. He feels like he's in limbo right now. He feels like he wants to do a move, but he doesn't know how to proceed. The motivation for him to get back with you is the vision that he has for his life. He sees happiness with you. He wants to have children with you. He sees that you are a light and shining person in his life. He feels like you have some really amazing womanly qualities about you. He feels like he can give you the life that you want as well. Let me see if I can clarify from that. Yeah, he does definitely. He misses you on a physical level. Like he really misses you on a physical level, and he would totally have kids with you if you wanted. He wants an opportunity back with you. He feels like with you, he has a security that he needs. He wants to come in back into your life like a king. He wants to come in fast. He wants to come in quick. And I think it will happen. He feels like he's responsible for the vision that he has in his life. And he very much does see you in his life. The only thing that's happened that has really hurt you is this Page of Swords gossip. But I think right now you're kind of stuck in the gossip, and as soon as like you start getting rid of all that sword energy, like I said, like take a chill pill, maybe not try to hurt his feelings, but you are very much a part of his happiness. And as soon as you can let go of the swords, because this is only coming in like a Page of Swords, it's not coming in like a Knight of Swords and he doesn't want to talk to you. It's coming in like there's been a little gossip that has kind of thwarted it a little bit, but it's not enough to want him to like stay away from you. Like he's gonna come, like he wants to come in back. He's just feeling like he's in limbo. There was something that happened, but I still think that what happened was because there were some cutting words that happened, and like while he does have options and you have options, you guys are going to have the endurance to make it for the long term. So just make sure that you know that you maybe take it down, like I don't know, like he's coming in like the king of fire, like the king of wands, right? And so I would say as long as you can, maybe manifest like good feelings, good energy. Things will happen. You have to trust the timing has to be right. But you will have your 10 of cups should you choose to be with him. All right. So that looks like a beautiful reading for you. So just control yourself and control um you know like thinking about, he really feels very deeply for you, and he really misses your body. He really misses for him it was a complete tower moment when you guys broke up. It was a big upheaval for him. So did that help to answer your questions? Yeah, I think that if you will find stability and security in the situation. As long as he's working, he's thinking about you. Yeah, yeah. And if you want to have kids, you know, this is what, like, the King of Wands means that he wants to have a child with you. And you can expect that great things are going to happen. You're going to have a creative baby, you know. I see beautiful things in your life, Liberty. So, that being said, oh my gosh, Liberty. Like, you just have to, just be cool, just be calm, and, just try to be his rock. Yeah, okay. So what has happened though is that he feels like there was some apathy that happened, an absence of emotional reactions. Maybe what you need to say is you need to be more emotional, because like the Queen of Swords energy is like all on the brain. Start trying to feel with your heart. Maybe you need to work on your heart chakra and try to open up your heart again, you know because it feels like he feels he, like there's a lot of emotions, and he's not hearing his emotions. He's hearing like judgments. He's hearing like okay, he's a Cancer and you're an Aries. Okay, so I need to tell you this about Cancer. And so Cancer is like the shell, they go back in their shell and then they come out and they check again. I dated a Cancer one time and it took him 15 years. 15 years to send me a message saying, "I'm sorry I was a bad boyfriend." I was like, 10 years? It took you 10 years to get out of your shell? Oh my God. I was like, do you know how many relationships I've had since then? And I'm like, I heard he only had like maybe like one girlfriend after that, but like it didn't last long. I was like, seriously? It's because when Cancers love, they don't stop loving. Like they love with everything they have. I think one of my favorite celebrities is also, she's a Cancer, and she's like, after she broke up with the first guy, like she's had trouble like recording her other albums because of the love, like she still wears the ring that they used to share, and it just he's just not going to get over it, and you might get over it, but he really misses you. He just hasn't talked. But I see a reunion for you. So I don't know about a better reading than that, Liberty. I see all good things. So love you guys. Thank you for the tips. Really appreciate it, y'all. Do another. You know, Liberty, I'm going to tell you that the way to melt their heart, like Cancer, is emails. You can send him a beautiful email, and that'll really warm his heart. You know, but you're going to have to use your emotions, you know. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign out. Thank you so much. Love you. Love you. Thank you, guys. I'm going to go back now. Bye. AphroditeMagicTarot.com if you want a personal reading. And I have a podcast called Pura Cora. You guys can follow and search. So if you want to hear me every week, we do like two recordings a week. So we have interviews, we talk about the cult, talk about tarot cards, talk about it all. So check it out. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.